Here's how to get a free Lamborghini in 10 years without making any changes at all to the product or service that you sell. The greatest hack ever invented to immediately make significantly more money from every client, with the extra money being 100% profit straight in your pockets, straight to your bottom line. Wait for it, this is gonna blow your mind. Charge more money for the thing you sell.
You suck.
Mind blowing, I know. Yeah, whatever, Sean. I can't just charge more money. It's not that simple. Yes, actually, it is. Let me prove it to you. Let's say you have a marketing agency and you make $1 million a year in top line revenue at 30% profit. Standard margins for an agency, so that is $300,000 profit a year. Typical numbers for people who watch my channel, okay? You guys are savages. If you subscribe and keep watching my videos, you will be soon, that's a promise. You increase prices, just 10%. So you're now making 1.1 million a year. Typically, if your price point is within a relatively standard range for your industry and you're already making consistent sales, you can increase your prices by 10%, almost zero drop in conversions. I've tested this extensively for the last 9 months and I found it to be 100% true.
Impossible.
If someone will buy for $3,000, they will almost always buy for $3,300. Now, obviously there's a limit to this, so don't come at me like, bro, Sean said keep increasing prices by 10% until my price is infinity dollars, am I right? But for 95% of people watching this, if you're already making consistent sales and you charge just 10% more for what you do, I guarantee you will not see a meaningful drop in conversions. You will just make 10% more money.
I feel so alive.
If you can agree with this basic premise, then we can continue. If not, then you're welcome to go test this yourself for the next 9 months like I have, and I'll see you right back here when you conclude the same thing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Good. So let's continue. You're making $1 million a year from your agency. You increase your prices 10%. So now you're making $1.1 million a year instead of 1 million. Okay, that's an extra $100,000 pure profit to your bottom line. So if we're at 30% margins, we go from 300K profit to 400K profit, because that extra 100K, remember, goes straight to the bottom line. So that's a 33% increase in profit. Now, let's assume we don't live in tax-free Dubai and we don't want to go to jail, so we pay Uncle Sam our 25% taxes, so that leaves us with an extra $75,000 in our pocket every single year. You just made someone's entire yearly salary in cash by simply speaking a different number on the phone. Think about that. Now, let's say we invest the 75K each year in the S&P 500. We get slightly below average returns, let's be conservative, 8% a year. Let's be even more pessimistic, and let's say that inflation stays super high for the next 10 years at 4% instead of the historical average of 2.9%. So 8 minus 4, that's an annualized rate of return of 4% a year adjusted for inflation. After 10 years, we are left with $936,000 equivalent in today's money. Now, of course, we're not going to be irresponsible degenerates and reinvest this money into our business or buy mentorship or buy property or retire our parents or anything silly like that. No. We're going to be smart, responsible adults and do the most rational thing possible. Immediately spend all of it on a brand new top of the line Lamborghini Aventador Ultimate for $904,000 plus on-road costs. Or if you live in America, they're like $490K or some shit. Pretty sure the Huracan is like $200K over there. Like, I honestly don't know how everyone over there doesn't drive a Lambo. They are so cheap. Like, they may as well be free. Compared to Australia anyway, because apparently the entire $200,000 price of what a Lamborghini costs for you is what it costs for them to take the steering wheel from here and put it over here. And slap on another $200K in luxury car taxes while you're at it. Honestly, if you live in the US and you're not driving a Lambo yet, I don't know what to say. Like, get to work.
Shit.
Okay, so semi-joking aside, stop distracting me. By increasing your prices just 10%, you got a brand new top-of-the-line Lamborghini for free. You made 0 changes to your core product. You hired 0 people. You added 0 real value. Your skills didn't get any better. You just charged more money for the exact same thing. You walk away with more money and an eventual Lamborghini, and your customer has a better experience as a result of paying you more. They have more skin in the game, which means they perceive the same exact product as being more valuable. They take it more seriously. They get better results with it. Okay, if you don't believe me, there have been countless studies done on this. Probably heard of the one where they had a group of participants do blind tasting of 3 different wines. One cheap, one in the middle, and then one expensive wine. They all consistently rate the expensive one as being better, even though, here's the kicker, wait for it, all 3 wines were exactly the same wine. Even seasoned wine experts and judges fall for this on a continuous basis, right? Why do you think people who buy $600 t-shirt from Gucci walk away smiling instead of feeling ripped off? The simple act of paying a higher price for something and spending a lot of money makes the experience itself better on a chemical level. Your brain releases more dopamine and associates positive feelings with the thing that they purchased. How else do you think the designer clothing industry even exists at all? Right? They're selling a fucking $6 t-shirt for $600. No wonder Bernard Arnault just became the richest person in the world, worth over $200 billion. Dude's making literally 99% profit margins on all the shit that he's selling. Buy a shirt for $6, slap a logo on it, and sell it for $600. It is the greatest literal scam in human history, yet no one seems to care, and they just keep buying. Over and over and over again. Because the fact is that something is expensive, even if it is overpriced garbage, means that most people cannot afford it. And therefore, that makes it inherently valuable. Because most people cannot have it. So when you are one of the few people that can have it, that gives you status. And status is the #1 thing that humans are hardwired, literally hardwired to pursue, outside of basic survival necessities. So simply charging a higher price actually creates a better experience for your customer. And it also has a very powerful second benefit that I'll talk about in a second. But firstly, right, if you're watching this and you're like, okay, Sean, sounds good, I get it, but like, it's not that simple. I can't just increase my prices like that. Listen to me. Yes, you can. And you should.
Just do it!
Let me tell you something. In August last year, I increased the price of my program by 10%. And you know what happened? Nothing! I made 10% more money. That is the only thing that happened. I didn't see a single percentage drop in my close rate on the phone. And you don't have to stop at 10%, by the way. Last month, I wanted to see how far I could take this. So I actually doubled the price of my program. And guess what? This month, so far, it is the end of March, we have made 50% more money than last month without any other major changes. And all of that extra 50% revenue is pure profit. So get this, if I'm at 50% profit margin, and let's say I go from hypothetically $100,000 a month at 50% margin, so I'm making $50,000 in take-home profit. A 50% increase in revenue means I made $150K instead of $100K. Yes? That extra 50K is pure profit. So my profit goes from 50K to 100K. Therefore, by doubling my prices, I am going to drop my conversions a little bit, sure, because I'll be too expensive for some people now. But because of the way margins work in business, doubling my prices means I double my profits and I ultimately took home twice as much money as before, which ultimately means I'll be taking home a Lamborghini Aventador Ultimate. And if you're still not convinced why you need to be charging more, maybe you're not a Lamborghini fan, okay? That doesn't motivate you, fair enough. Well, let me try a different angle. If I can't persuade you to charge high prices, then please, at least let me convince you to never, ever again charge low prices. Okay. Because what I didn't tell you earlier is that before I doubled my price, I actually halved it for a short period of time. We actually ran an 8-week Clients by Christmas challenge, and I wanted to try testing a lower price. Big mistake. Oh, sorry, bit tight on money this month. I needed it to pay off my Xbox. Are you fucking kidding me? I shit you not, we literally had a guy charge back a $2,200 payment because I didn't accept his fucking friend request on Facebook.
What the fuck?
Clown world. 6 p.m. Brisbane time. What time is that in UK time?
Bitch, do I look like a Google search bar?
And then it's, 9 a.m. Oh, that's too early. I know there are 10 other people on the call from every time zone around the world, but can we make it a bit later? Or my favorite, this program isn't gonna work for me. I don't do outreach. All my clients come to me. I don't have any, but like outreach is not really the way I do things. Yes, I understand outreach isn't the way that you do things. That's why you have no clients.
And you're fucking poor!
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
And then they have the literal audacity to ask me to stop charging them after they've 10x their investment. Like you go buy a car with a 5-year loan, ride it to the ground in 6 months, and then hit up the dealership like, hey, can you guys stop charging me? Can you cancel my subscription? Literal clown world. This shit does not happen with high-paying clients, I'm telling you. So if you've watched up until this point, thank you for listening to my passionate rant, by the way, and you're still not 100% convinced that you should increase your prices, please, 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 trust me, I've taken the bullet so you don't have to. I've experimented with every price point under the sun for the last 9 months, and no matter what you sell, if you charge more money for it, you will make 1, significantly more money, and 2, create a better experience for your clients because they will literally perceive your service as more valuable.
Thank you.
So I challenge you, if you're watching this right now, raise your prices by 10% starting today. From the very next call you get on, I want you to say a price that is 10% more expensive than what you would usually say. And if they say no, they probably weren't gonna buy it anyway, or they were just price shopping and they would have been a shitty client anyway. So you dodged a bullet there. Either way, win-win. Let's say you're an email copywriter and you charge $2,000 a month for a daily email, okay? Standard rate. Add in list management for an extra $1,000 a month. Send the emails out for them and fix their deliverability so they get primary inboxing. You save them time and you squeeze way more out of their list than the $1,000 that you're charging. Boom, boom, everyone wins.
Yeah, boy.
Or add social media management for an extra $1,000 a month. So you post to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn for them. You take the email you already wrote, you shorten it a little bit, you pair it with a picture from their Dropbox folder, you copy paste it, and you post it to all 3 platforms. Bam, you're done. Your client's social media is handled for them, so they're happy. Once again, everyone wins. Or better yet, add both list management and social media management and charge $4,000 a month. You now get paid double, and to be honest, it's not really much extra work for you, but it produces an incredible increase in results and lets your client get hours of their week back. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Then, once you're comfortable charging the $4,000, you're getting great results for your clients, step it up again. Next client, bump it up 10% and charge $4,400. Or you could keep the $4,000 and just add a commission component. So it's $4,000 plus 5% of sales that you generate for them. Congrats! Let's say you did the 10% thing and you're only making an extra $400 per month per client. That's an extra $4,800 a year. Okay, times 4 clients, that's an extra nearly 20 grand a year in your pocket with 0 extra work. That is a free 2-week all expenses paid vacation to anywhere in the world you want every year for the rest of your life because a slightly higher number came out of your mouth. Ponder on that.
Okay.
Listen, I know it's scary to charge more. I want you to know it's okay. I, Sean Ferres, am giving you permission right now to charge more money for what you do.
Thank you.
Don't worry about being too expensive. If your prospects don't gasp, quite literally, when you tell them your price on the phone, it is not expensive enough. If they're like, okay, sounds good, let's do it. Here's my credit card. You're not charging enough. As long as you stick with the 10x rule and you're making your clients roughly 10 times more than what they're paying you, then keep increasing your prices until you hit the point where you're so far above the industry average that clients start dropping you for cheaper alternatives. Then maybe that's a sign that you've gone too far. Which for the email example is around $5,000 a month, but you have to go too far to see how far you can go. I bet you've never even tried charging $5,000. So how would you know that it's too expensive? And besides, wouldn't you rather be at the high end $5,000 end of the spectrum than at the lower end $2,000 end of the spectrum? Or worse, charging per email or per hour or some shit. At the end of the day, you gotta understand, you get to decide what you charge. You get to control your pricing. It's your business, it's your service. You get to decide the end of the pricing spectrum that you sit at. So why not sit on the high end. The decision is completely up to you. So if you're unsure of what to charge, just run it through the gasp test and keep increasing until you're getting the gasp. I guarantee you can charge a lot more than what you think you can. And before I go, because you've made it all the way to the end, I am going to give you a gift. If you DM me the word pricing guide on Instagram at Sean Ferres, I will send you for free, because I'm a nice guy like that, my 2023 pricing guide for freelancers, so you can at least see if your prices are in the right ballpark with industry average, so you can stand behind your prices with confidence, knowing that you're somewhere around where you should be, so that you can steadily increase your prices, work with better clients, and make a bigger impact in the world. Just make sure that when you buy your Lamborghini one day, you tag me on Instagram, okay? So we can celebrate your success together. In the meantime, bump your prices up 10% and thank me later. Done.